I just spent the last 2 hours of my school day at the clinic in Korea. So, about 2 weeks ago, I fell down the stairs of the subway, and I say I fell down the stairs, but really I fell down one step, but it was enough for me to fall to the ground and embarrass myself, and everyone looked at me like it was hilarious, and no one helped me, and I got up, I walked away, and then I cried, and then I went to bed. And then a few days later, I decided to play soccer, football, and I was playing with this girl that was really horrible, because clearly I'm not, and she kicked me really hard in the ankle, and my friend Bren will say that she told me so because I wasn't wearing shin pads, but sorry, but she kicked me really hard in the ankle, and my ankle was already a little bit sprained from falling down this stair, and so I developed a bruise, and then I went hiking. I went hiking the next day, and I twisted my ankle again, and so I clearly had a sprained ankle. I consulted my family physician, aka Dwight, and we decided it would be a great idea if I went to get an x-ray at a Korean clinic. Brilliant. So today, my co-teacher Songmi took me to the clinic, which is near my school, and it's national healthcare. Yay! Affordable Healthcare Act. And so it cost me $8 to go to the doctor, and I was called back, and the doctor spoke English, which was awesome, but I was in his office, and he examined me from his big executive desk chair table, and there was no examining table or anything, so he looked at my foot, and he pressed on it, and he ordered an x-ray. So I got an x-ray, and during the x-ray, I went to the x-ray, and they don't shut the door, so everyone's watching me get an x-ray, which is, I would think, a very big health hazard for these radioactive waves that are coming out, but the x-ray technician didn't stand behind anything. No one asked me if I was, what do they usually ask, like pregnant, or what? I guess that's really all they ask, so they don't kill your fetus. No one asked me that. So got my x-ray. They decided it wasn't broken. That's all I wanted, was to make sure that my ankle wasn't broken. So the ankle isn't broken, but let me just preface this by saying that every child in my school where I teach has a cast on their leg or their arm. And the reason they have that is because South Korea has a bunch of hypochondriacs, and they think that if they hurt themselves, they need to go to the hospital. Not to the doctor, to the hospital. So they go to the hospital, and the hospital realizes there's nothing wrong with them. So rather than saying, okay, scoot along, you're fine, they put everyone in a cast because it's a placebo effect, and they think that if they put people in a cast that they're going to think that they're going to get better, but if they don't put them in a cast, then they're going to keep coming back maybe and think they're really injured. So I knew going in there that they were going to try to put a cast on me. So I heard the doctor say, because he was kind of speaking Koreanglish, and he said to Songmi that something about a cast, and I was like, no, I'm not going to put a cast on. And so he handed me this ankle brace and sent me to physical therapy. But on the way to physical therapy, I stopped to get a shot in my butt, and when I asked what the shot was, no one could tell me, so I opted out, which I think is like a big no-no in Korea. Like, you're supposed to trust the doctor, and you're not ever supposed to opt out of anything. Well, I wasn't about to get any sort of shot into my ass, and so I said, no, thank you. And then I went on to physical therapy, where in physical therapy, they laid me down on a bed, put my ankle up on a pillow, put a hot compress on my ankle, because everyone knows when there's swelling in a joint that you're supposed to put heat on it. So have this hot compress on my ankle, and in the meantime there are like these pounding things pounding into my back up and down, which did not feel good. It's not like a massage chair. It was like pounding, like it was gonna kill me. So I was entirely uncomfortable, thinking, okay, I'll stay here for 20 minutes. I'll just make them feel like they've done something. Oh, no. So then they come in again and they start applying a gel like they're gonna do an ultrasound. Maybe they should have done the ultrasound before the x-ray on my belly, make sure I wasn't pregnant, which I'm not, don't worry. But, so they put this gel onto my ankle, and then they start doing an ultrasound on my ankle. Not sure what they're gonna find, but so they're rubbing this all over, which just feels really lovely because I got like an injury and it hurts. So why not rub shit all over it? Sorry family, I said the S word. So then after that, they wiped off all that goo, and then they were like, are you afraid of electricity? Excuse me, am I afraid of electricity? Yes, I did a Tough Mudder, and I had to run through this pile of mud, and I got electrocuted when I did it. So yeah, I'm absolutely afraid of electricity. They're like, well, we're gonna do a little electroshock therapy. Okay, cool, that's fine. Yeah, onto my ankle that's sprained, it's fine. Sure, just throw it on there. My ankle is swollen and bruised. Okay, so they put these suction cups. So, okay, when I rode in college, they used to put these like patches on there, and it had like electrodes, and it would kind of make it twitch. No. This was like, let's talk about the electric chair. Seriously, it was a suction cup, and in the suction cup, there was moisture, water, a sponge, just like the Green Mile. You remember in the Green Mile when they put the sponge on the guy's head and then they put the electric on top? Yeah, that was me. They were putting that on my ankle. So they suction cup this thing onto my ankle, and then they're like, how's that feel? And I was like, it tickles. And then they're like, okay, well, we'll turn it up. So then they turned it up a notch. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then they turned it up full force. They're like, okay, we'll be back. What? You'll be back? They went away for 15 minutes. This thing was like suctioning electrodes all the way through my foot. I felt like I had pins and needles. I'm like, this cannot be good for my ankle. This cannot be good for my ankle. It's swollen and bruised. Like, this is not good. So finally she came back and they took everything off. I have these big like suction cup marks on my ankle, which 2 hours later haven't gone away yet. And I stand up and my ankle feels worse than it did when I got there. And they gave me this stupid brace, and so I had to put it back on. And I went in there and I wasn't ever going to get, I knew I wasn't going to wear a brace, and I knew that I was just going to get an x-ray, but now I have to go back every 2 days to get my ankle suction cup electrocuted, and I'm just so irritated, if you haven't noticed by my yelling. I'm so sorry I'm talking so loud. So really that's the end. I bought a pizza and an ice cream cone and a bottle of wine, and I think it'll be better. And I keep playing with this because I'm irritated, and that's it. That's the end of my story. I'm never going to the doctor in Korea ever again. Oh my God.